Well, they're wearing guns, Ed. I think you ought to wait for Bat.
All I'm going to do is serve him with a subpoena. No call to be having a gunfight over that.
Look, they're killers.
Oh, Wyatt. You and Bat are carrying this thing too far. If I go over and talk to those fellas in a nice way, there won't be any trouble.
You know what your trouble is? You're too nice. The nice ones always die first.
All this talk about dying. Those fellas don't hate me. I'll just go over and explain it to them nice and friendly. You watch.
And bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien. The deadly business of gunfighting has never known an abler exponent than Marshal Wyatt Earp. In Ellsworth and Wichita, Dodge City and Tombstone, Wyatt was forced into more than 100 gun battles, but it was his shrewd understanding of men which made him the master of so many gunslinging hoodlums and outlaws. Wyatt's ability to judge the precise moment a bad man had determined to go for his gun was more important than his ability to draw faster. Wyatt had taught Bat Masterson the secret of staying alive in frontier towns, and then Bat's brother, Ed, came to Dodge City.
Hey, you!
Howdy, friend.
You the guy that was whistling?
Yeah, that's right. Why, didn't I have it right? Yeah, it's probably a little off-key.
That song's my jinx. I bet that's why I drew the wrong card. Because you whistled.
Well, I'm right sorry about that. Well, no sense getting sore about it. Tell you, my name's Ed Masterson. Reckon you know my little brother Bat.
It fixes things hunky-dory. I got a good mind.
Whoa, now, chum. I said I was sorry.
Hold it, Tex. Don't reach. That's my brother you're getting hostile with.
Well, speaking of a little devil, boy, howdy.
Wait it. And take off that gun belt.
Stay out of this, boy.
Oh, gosh, Bat. How to calm them down.
You get on your feet. You get out of town. And you don't let me see you again. Now we can say hi to you, Ed. How's it going?
Fine.
Gee, it's good to see you. I got your letter. Come on, we'll go over to the hotel and talk.
Boy, you ain't changed much. But, I never saw my brother act so raunchy before.
Well, this is Dodge City. Well, we do have a good hotel, though. Come on, let's move.
Wait. You hurt that fella, Pat. I'll see if there's anything
He
I
can
do.
take care of himself. Come on. Thanks, Al. And I can't take you on as one of my deputies. It wouldn't look good.
Sure. I understand. Well, didn't I say in my letter it was just in case you needed a hand at the sheriff's office? Yeah. Forget it, brother. Here's to our meeting after all these months, huh?
It's wonderful to see you. How are things?
Oh, fine. Jim Dandy.
No, they're not.
You contradicting old Ed? My boy, you have changed.
Mom wrote me.
Oh. Can't keep a secret in the Masterson family.
And you can't run a hardware store trusting every deadbeat in Topeka, Kansas.
Well,
Now, you're too nice to everybody.
Mom taught us to be kind, Beth.
She's too good for this world. You always did favor her, Ed.
Oh. I try to act the way she'd want me to. But I usually miss a mile.
You being a peace officer, I just don't know. You see, Ed, there's more to it.
Every time you get a few drinks, you want to fight. Come on, get your gun. Hold it!
That's Wyatt Earp. Now, you watch.
You leave him there. You do your fighting outside with fists.
Deacon Earp, let's get him.
Now get outside and stay there.
see what I mean? He doesn't argue.
Well, Mr. Masterson, you sit here and drink beer, huh, while I do all the work. Which Masterson are you, Ed or Jim?
I'm Ed. But how'd you know I was a
Your
man?
brother's got all your pictures. Welcome to Dodge, Ed.
Well, thank you, Marshal. Draw up a chair, rest yourself. Join us for a beer or some hard stuff?
He drinks milk, but not now. Excuse us a moment, Ed. I got a personal matter. Talk to you in the back room, huh?
Sure. Talk to you later.
Right. Well.
And the whole thing is, I can't tell Ed I don't think he'd make a good peace officer. He's had too much discouragement already.
Yet you don't want to be responsible for hiring him, huh? Brothers. Well, I can understand that. Virgin and Morg have been pestering me for deputy jobs. I guess it's getting too civilized out in California. They're looking for a little excitement.
Oh, Ed doesn't care about that. He's almost broke.
You can put him on as one of my deputies.
Yeah, I knew you'd say that. But Ed wants to reason with hoodlums instead of discouraging them for the moment.
Maybe you'll learn. You learn fast.
It ain't right asking you to turn teacher again.
He'd probably listen to me. I'm not his kid brother. I'll take him on over to the office and have a little talk with him.
Me, a deputy marshal. Boy, howdy. Can't tell you how much this means, what?
It's just a dangerous, low-paying job of work.
Now, it's more than that. See, I've always been kind of the old, slow-going member of the family. Kind of a near-do-bad, but a near-do-well either. Now, it's high time I started making good at something.
I'll tell you. We'll show your brother what you can do.
Yes, sir. We sure will.
Hey, ain't you Ed Masterson? Run a hardware store in Topeka.
Dooley Grogan! You old Irish rascal. Well, doggone. Hey, how'd you get out of jail?
Oh, it was easy. I served my time.
Excuse me, Marshal, this is Mr. Grogan. Dooley and I went to school together.
Howdy, Marshal.
Howdy.
Say, you make a deputy out of old Ed?
You sure did. And I'm on duty, so keep your distance.
Oh, sure. How about a little sing-song up to Chalky Beason's tonight?
Dooley, that sounds great. I'll be there.
Fine, I'll see you.
Good. Dooley got put in jail, Topeka. He set fire to the town last 4th of July. He pointed some Roman candles the wrong way. There's no real harm in Dooley, though.
You always greet friends like long-lost brothers?
Well, that wrong?
In our line of work, yeah. Well, the best method is to shake hands with your right, keep your left hand by your gun. That is, if you're wearing two guns. Of course, if you're only wearing one gun on your right hip like you do, you just don't shake hands at all.
Not even with an old friend?
My advice? No. Keep your gun hand clear at all times.
All right, what? I'll remember.
Ed, you check these fire barrels on every patrol. If they're shy of water, you go into the store or the saloon, have the boss fill them. This corner here marks the deadline. South of this deadline, give the cowhands a break. They can get drunk on the streets, have fist fights, but no gun toting. North of here, why, it's strict law and order at all times. You see those drunks come? You go turn them back south.
Sure, Marshal. Whoa up, friends. Head south and cleave it off. Hadn't I better go with them? Find them someplace to sleep?
No, they're good drunks. Couldn't you tell the difference?
Drunk's a drunk, ain't he?
No.
All right. Guess you mean I should pick out the friendly ones from the hostile ones, huh?
That's right. Might save your life sometime, Ed. You see, mean, bad drunks are usually just killers at heart. You gotta be awful careful how you approach them. Now, there goes Jake Stevens into the Lone Star. He's a bad drunk, and he's carrying his .45. I told him to check it this morning. Guess he didn't. Better pick him up fast. You make the arrest, I'll back you up.
Jake Stevens. Say, didn't he used to be an officer in Abilene when Bat was there?
That's right. Knocked himself out of the job. Now he's just a hoodlum with a pretty fast gun. You watch yourself.
Howdy, Mr. Stevens.
Who are you?
I'm Ed Masterson. I think you knew my brother in Abilene.
Pat?
Yeah. I'm sorry we have to meet like this, sir, but I've got orders to arrest you.
What for?
Oh, come on now, Mr. Stevens. You've been a peace officer. You know there's an ordinance here obliging you to check that gun. I'll have to ask you for it.
Oh, sure.
Take his gun, quick.
He was just going to hand me his gun.
No, he
Why-
wasn't. You go and sit over at that table. Put a tourniquet on his arm.
I'll do that. Come on, Mr. Stevens.
Look, if he was here, all you Mastersons need killer.
Come on.
Well, Mr. Stevens sure has changed.
Now, what's this all about, Herb?
Jake tried to draw on one of my deputies.
Another Masterson, I hear.
That's right, friend.
Don't call me friend.
Me either.
Look, I don't understand this. What have I ever done to you two fellas?
Ed, there's no sense in arguing with Mr. Wagner and Mr. Walker. Come on, Jake. Well, you two settle your court judgment?
It's none of your business, is it?
I'm just trying to warn you. Don't go playing rough with Mr. Masterson, he'll gun you. Go on, Ed. I'll explain this over at the office. The worst thing that a peace officer can do, Ed, is to, well, say too much or act too kind or be too reasonable in making an arrest. The killers, they just don't give him credit. They think he's scared.
I can see that point of it. But I still can't believe that Jake Stevens had any reason to hate me enough to try to kill me.
Well, bad drunks hate everybody. You can make up your mind to that.
All right. You know a heap more about this job than I do.
Well, there's just one more thing. Your brother and I, we have a lot of personal enemies around town. You take those two fellas down to Lone Star, they...
Wagner and Walker?
That's right. See, they don't pay their debts. So the bank has got a judgment against them, and they know that your brother as sheriff has to, well, either collect or close them.
And they hate Bat just because...
That's right. Well, I know. But hoodlums don't reason, Ed. If they could reason or had brains enough to, why, they wouldn't be criminals in the first place.
Well, I guess so. Well, I sure have learned a lot today.
It took me a long time to learn. Oh, here comes your brother. Now, you get out of here.
Huh?
Well, I want to make a report on you, kind of talk behind your back.
Oh, sure, Wyatt. See you later.
Right.
Hi, Ed. How'd it go?
What? You better check with Wyatt.
Well, say it.
Say what?
Had to shoot Jake Stevens to save Ed from getting killed. Well, didn't you?
Look, he's a greenhorn in this business. Give him a little time.
How about Alf Walker and Jack Wagner?
Well, they took Ed into their quarrel with you. I warned them what to expect if they got rough. They know I'll help you do it.
Well, thanks, Wyatt. Maybe I ought to ask Ed to quit.
You give him a chance to learn.
All right. But if he does one more stupid thing, I'm going to put my foot right down.
Well, I may do that, but you won't. Now, come on, Sheriff Masterson. Just take it easy. Ed may turn out real well.
Howdy, Mr. Wagner. I got here as fast as I could.
Guns working, kid?
Sure. What's the deal?
Mr. Walker and I have been trying to convince Bat Masterson that he shouldn't foreclose on us. Today, his friend Derp said that Bat was going to gun me and Alf.
You want me to get Masterson and Earp both?
You're loco.
You think I'm scared of him?
They're the best two gunfighters in Dodge City.
I can take him.
Later, kid. Later. Right now, I got a more important job to do.
More important than Earp and Masterson?
Yes. Yeah. It's another Masterson, Bat's brother, Ed. But now, do you want to argue or do you want to get $200? Now, you ought to be across the street at the hotel pretty quick. You wait for him at the lobby.
It's been a long day, Ed. You go ahead and turn in.
Oh, boy, will I. You know, I thought all a peace officer had to do was sit around saloons and wait for gunfights.
Now you're learning fast. I'll see you in the morning.
Bright and early. Night, White.
Good night, Ed.
You Ed Masterson?
Yeah, that's right, young fella.
I'm gonna gun you. Want it here or out in the alley?
Nope. We'll fight in a couple of years. When you grow up...
Hold it. Right here and now. Start for your gun.
You drunk or something? You don't want to... I had to hit you, Sonny. Somebody go for a doctor, will you?
You all right, Ed?
I sure was. I had to clout this boy who was shooting at me.
He got you in the shoulder.
Doggone. I guess he did scratch me some.
Take care of this little brat. You were pampering this kid and he had another gun? Why'd you let him draw on you in the first place?
I just didn't think you'd do it. You think you'll be all right? I whacked him pretty hard.
Never mind about him. You just go on over to Doc McCarty and let him patch that up. Go on.
Yes, sir, Marshal. Yes, sir.
Gosh, Eddie, you hurt?
It's nothing but a scratch and ain't even bleeding much. Marshal Earp's kind of concerned about it, though, so I'm going over to the doctor. Paying orders.
Pete, take this little buzzard on over to jail. A couple of you men help him. I want to talk to you upstairs.
Yeah, I know.
So you were right in the first place, and I was wrong. Just not cut out to be a peace officer. Well, is he?
No, I guess not.
Do you know what Ed was doing when I got there? He was mopping this kid's scalp before he disarmed him. This kid could have been playing possum and your brother be dead now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's his life we've been experimenting with. I can either fire him or transfer him over to you, but I think the honest thing for you to do is just to tell him he's not cut out for this kind of job.
All right. I'll tell him. What? I can't do it. He's my brother. Mom would think I let him down. He just can't take more failure. We'll trade deputies, huh?
All right. I just hope you know what you're doing.
Thanks.
Well, how do you feel this morning, Ed?
Oh, shoulder's a little stiff. Don't hurt.
Good.
Wyatt, did Bat tell you he wants me to work for him?
Oh, yeah, he's been having a little trouble with one of his deputies, Pete Loring. I told him I'd take Pete. I'm getting the worst of the deal.
That's the way it was, huh?
Yeah, officially, but just between you and me, why, I think your brother wanted you from the start.
What do you know? I was scared you were both sore at me about last night. Oh, that little brother of mine's a horse trading scamp, ain't he?
Yeah, he's a shrewd one, all right. By the way, where is he? Is he still sleeping?
Oh, no, not him. Oh, he's talking to that kid I had trouble with. There. I moved from deputy marshal to deputy sheriff. Is that up or down?
It's a promotion, Ed.
Oh, fooling? Well, boy, howdy. You know, I've always jumped from the frying pan right into the fire up to now. Say, I got a present for you. Figure a man should show his appreciation.
Well, there's no need for that, Ed. But I do like presents. Oh, silver rosettes, huh? Well, they're mighty handsome, Ed.
Figure they dress up the bridle in that horse of yours.
They sure will. Tell you, Candy thanks you and I thank you. You know, we've been looking kind of seedy lately.
Well, that kid was hired to gun Ed. I just got the truth out of him.
Who hired him?
Jack Wagner for $200.
Sounds like Wagner.
Well, today I'm going to close the Lone Star. Those fellas weren't Texans anyway. Disgraceful they should use the name Lone Star. Walker and Wagner can...
Oh, hold up, brother. I don't get this.
Huh?
Well, why would those fellas hire a gun to kill me? No, Bat, don't make sense.
Now, there you go. I swear, Ed.
Let me try and explain it, will you? See, Ed, it's typical hoodlum thinking. I mean, if the kid had got you, then Wagner and Walker, they could claim that your brother was trying to close him for personal revenge.
But he has a court order to collect what they owe or put the saloon up for sheriff's sale.
No more talk. I'll get the papers and a couple of deputies.
Bat, wait a minute. You and Bat figure to be shooting over this?
Maybe.
Why? Those fellows know they can't resist a court order. And they ain't any match for you in a gunfight.
We'll talk about it later, Ed.
Wyatt, if you'd only cool off and listen, maybe you could talk. Shooting over a saloon. No. No, not if I can stop it.
Masterson and Earp have gone over to the sheriff's office.
They come in here?
Nobody will tell me anything.
Set him up.
Thanks.
Well, what's your hunch, Alf?
Maybe the kid talked. I don't know.
No. It's either run or fight.
Horses are out and back. Let's run for it.
Now, let's wait and see who we're running from.
Wait a minute. Now, look, I know this is your fight, but I'm asking you not to lose your temper.
All right.
I don't think Wagner and Walker got the sand to fight. Hey, where's Ed?
I left him with you.
Pete, you ride by the jail and pick up Ed Masterson. Pretend like you got some kind of errand to run that'll keep you away from the Lone Star.
Yeah, and if he's not at the jail, you find him. Watch your office, Sam.
Now, look who he sent to close us up. His big brother, Ed.
I want to talk to you, man to man. There's no sense to be shooting over this foolish quarrel. It's my brother's sworn duty to...
They killed Ed!
No! You can't shoot him again. If he gets well, he'll pay for what he did. I'll take him on over to Doc McCarty's. You got some weeping to do. Go on in the back room where nobody can see you.
Yes, sir.
Ed was too decent and nice. Nice ones die first. But they die for kindness. That's almost worth a man's life.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And None can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Not too long ago, we did the memory of Mr. James Kelly, a grave injustice. We portrayed him as an ex-saloon keeper and the tragic lover of Dora Hand. We showed his return to Dodge City as a reformed hoodlum sworn to uphold the fast gun arm of Wyatt Earp as marshal. But we neglected to describe what happened when desperate citizens begged Jim Kelly to run for mayor. Would he stand by his old friend Marshal Earp, or would the power and glory of being His Honor the Mayor go to Kelly's head? To be blunt about it, would Kelly sell out Wyatt Earp for a title in a high silk hat?
What's wrong, Wyatt? The committee voted to nominate Mr. Kelly. You're his friend, aren't you?
Yes, sir, but that doesn't mean he's going to be a good mayor.
Why not?
Because politics does strange things to some people.
But Kelly's reformed. He's no longer a hoodlum. He's the only candidate who stands a chance of beating Slip Madigan. The office molds the man, Wyatt. As mayor, Kelly will have something to live up to.
It could work out that way.
Well, let's go see him. He might have to be persuaded, so let me do the talking.
Judge Tobin, you are chairman of the party.
Come on, Jim, give me the gun. That's a pretty good gun.
Now, put that under your coat and get out the back way. And if you get into any trouble, don't tell them you bought it here.
Well, I ain't gonna get in no trouble. Here, thanks.
Well, Judge Tobin. Wyatt. Howdy. Oh, that was, Griff Hanks, an old pal of mine from the Long Branch days.
What kind of gun did you sell?
Gun? Who?
Griff Hanks.
I didn't.
You didn't, eh?
Well, what if I did? Griff needs a weapon. There's a fellow from the Circle B that's laying for him. Any law against selling a gun to an old friend, Judge?
Well, never mind. Doesn't matter. I'll take it away from him before he gets too drunk anyway. Now, the judge has got something real important to discuss with you.
Yes, I have, Mr. Kelly. The committee's nominated you to run for mayor.
Mayor? His Honor of Dodge City? Not me. You're joking. Hey, what trick is this now?
We're serious. And I hope you take it just as seriously.
See, Mr. Kelly, there are certain people in this town that feel that you might be capable for the job.
And if you run, and you do win, it's not going to be a walkaway. Not with Madigan's popularity south of the line.
Those votes are going to be hard to win.
Ah, Madigan. That hoodlum runs a saloon on cheap whiskey and crooked cards. Why, I trace Madigan's ancestry back to Dublin itself. And they're jailbirds, every one of them. You think I'm exaggerating, Marshal?
Oh, no, sir. I mean, Your Honor.
Your Honor. Well, all right. Now, mind you, Judge, it's going to be a hard-hitting campaign. No holds barred.
Just tell the voters the truth.
The whole truth. Yes, sir. I'll open my campaign with the truth and a grand beer bust. And in my first speech, what's so funny, Wyatt?
Oh, nothing.
I was just wondering whether you should wear one of those high silk hats south of the line. What do you think, Judge?
It's irrelevant and immaterial. Thank you, Mr. Kelly. I'll report to the committee.
Well, I thank you. And tell him I appreciate the high honor.
That I'll do.
Hold on. You for me or against me?
Mr. Kelly, I don't think that's going to be the question.
Indeed?
No, sir. Mr. Madigan has already told the newspapers that he wants a new marshal. Now, what are you going to tell him?
Well, Wyatt, you don't think I'd go back on you?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't think a marshal's job should be a political issue, Mr. Kelly.
Well, it won't be. I'll settle that in my first speech. Jim Kelly stands by his friends. There won't be any politics about your job. Why, you can arrest just as many Republicans as Democrats.
Well, I always have.
Why, sure. And as for the silk hat, why, the voters respect dignity. Of course, I may have to buy a couple of new ones. Why, they love me south of the line. They won't take any offense at seeing me wearing...
They love you, my foot.
Oh, no, you don't want to go shooting up our next mayor.
No, I beg your pardon.
Now, don't be bashful, gentlemen. Step right in. I've got 2 more barrels in the cooler. Come on now, gentlemen. 3 cups with compliments to Jim Kelly. I want everybody to get...
Go on, Slip. Tackle him right now.
No. I won't gain any votes interfering with a beer bust.
Just ask the main question, the big issue in this campaign. No time to waste, Slip.
Jim, down here. Here comes Madigan. Now be careful what you say.
All right. Well, howdy, Slip. Have a beer on me.
No, thanks.
Oh, come on. I've been calling you names, and you've been calling me names. That's part of any campaign. My friends, I want to give you my worthy opponent, Slip Madigan.
Not for me.
Oh, Jim, answer me one question, then we'll drink.
Well, now, I'm glad you have a question. Certainly, now, what is it?
I've promised to fire Wyatt Earp if I'm elected. What are you going to do about Earp?
Don't you answer that, Jim.
It's a fair question. Wyatt Earp, sir, is my personal friend. He is also the ablest marshal that Dodge City ever had.
You still ain't said it in plain words. Are you going to fire Earp or not?
Fire Wyatt? Not even to get the vote of the hoodlum element, will I? Now, shut up! This is my meeting, and you swig my beer.
Jim, watch yourself.
Come on,
Cut it out. We're running for mayor. Stop this fight. Cut it out. Stop it.
Vote for me. Call me Dog Kelly, but I'm not going to fire Wyatt Earp.
Jim, cut this out. Cut this out. Stop it.
Are we going to break it up?
Well, Mr. Kelly's doing pretty well. If we butted in, might cost him the election.
Well, why all the gloom? Yesterday's troubles are over. Let's hear from Hoke Smith, my campaign manager. Come on, Hoke, talk up.
All right, Jim, I'm going to give it to you straight. As long as you keep on backing Wyatt Earp, you're going to get licked.
Ah, can't be like that. The voters respect a man for his loyalty to his friends. Well, you denying that?
Yes, I am. In the tough part of town where the voters like you, but they don't like Wyatt, he isn't necessary to you, Jim. Get rid of him. You can hire a new marshal. Good enough to handle Dodge the way it is right now.
You fellas backing out on me?
Not if you'll be practical. Change your mind about the big issue.
I'll never break my word.
All right. There's only one last thing for me to do. I'm going to go have a talk with Wyatt Earp.
You mean ask him to resign?
That's right.
Well, why should he do that?
Maybe he'd like to see you elected mayor.
Well, I don't like it. And I don't want you to use my name.
Wyatt Earp to a sour apple tree, a sour apple tree, a sour apple tree. We'll hang Wyatt Earp to a sour apple tree when his soul goes marching on.
Jim. That's your answer.
To a sour apple tree, a sour apple tree, sour apple tree. We'll hang Wyatt Earp to a sour apple tree while his soul goes marching on. We'll hang Wyatt Earp to a sour apple tree, sour apple tree, sour apple tree. We'll hang Wyatt Earp to a sour apple tree while his soul goes marching on. We'll hang Wyatt Earp to a sour apple tree.
Just some riffraff that slip hired.
No, Jim. Them are votes. But I don't guess you really want to be mayor, do you?
Well, not if I have to. I got an idea. I think I'll go see Wyatt.
He's the issue that's killing us. Talk turkey to him, Jim, or take a licking at the polls.
I'll go get my hat.
Maybe things aren't as bad as they seem, Wyatt. If Kelly stands his ground, public opinion could change.
Oh, look, let's be honest, Judge. Bat Masterson got elected sheriff in spite of me. People thought he'd be a good man for the job. Let's face it, I'm a political liability. That's why George Hoover won't even run for office again. He's tired of taking abuse from folks who don't want me as marshal.
He always stood by you loyally.
Yes, he has. He's been a good friend. But don't forget, he was already elected when he asked me to come here from Wichita. He didn't have to run for an office with me on his back.
Well, Mr. Kelly still seems confident.
Well, that's the fighting Irish in him. The good Jim Kelly. But he wants to be elected, and I can't say I blame him.
Are you suggesting that Mr. Kelly would... Oh, nonsense. He knows what would happen to this town if he gave in to the hoodlum pressure. Furthermore, there's a whole lot to be...
Well, what is this, a wake? You both look like you've been reading the election returns the wrong way.
Nothing like that, Mr. Kelly. We picked a fighter.
To the bitter end.
Now, Wyatt.
Now, Judge, you let me talk to this fella. Oh, and there's something that might be said that a circuit judge shouldn't hear.
I can take a hint. Oh, Mr. Kelly, Wyatt seems to think that you might give in to the hoodlums.
Never. Well, I'm just starting to fight.
Good. Wyatt, I think you should apologize to our next mayor.
It's hard to believe. My best friend doubting my true pledged word.
Look, why don't you take off that highfalutin top hat? Your campaign manager, Mr. Hoke Smith, has been passing the word around the saloons that you're going to fire me.
Why, the double-crossing rascal. Why, there's not a word of truth in it. I'll fire him.
All right. Now, I apologize. Got a little coffee left over here from this morning. Sit down and rest yourself. I'll heat it up.
But I am going to promise to fire you. Now, political strategy, Wyatt. I rob Madigan of his one big issue, and I get elected. As soon as I'm mayor, I'll announce that I can't find a suitable replacement for you. Political strategy, you understand? I'm mayor, and you're still marshal.
No, sir.
What?
Mr. Kelly, I'm not the issue. There are plenty of good men that you can hire to take my place. You're the issue.
Now, Wyatt.
You remember Dora Han? Well, I do. She took you out of a crummy saloon, made you promise that you were finished with hoodlums. Well, maybe that promise to the woman you loved isn't any better than the one you aim to make and break now just to get elected.
All right, Deacon. I will fire you.
No, you won't. I'm quitting.
Now, Wyatt.
No, I've done it before, and I can do it again.
Now, Wyatt, think this over.
Nothing to think about or talk about.
Can't you ever be practical just once? Do you always have to be such a sanctimonious holy Joe?
Hal, come on in here.
Well, what good will it do for me to stand by you and have Madigan get elected? Well, he'll turn Dodge into a hoodlum cow town, and you know it.
Hal, take this on over to Judge Tobin. Have him hold it for Mayor Hoover when he comes back from KC.
Yes, sir. Wyatt thinks he's quitting.
Quit? He'll take a nice long rest, maybe a little buffalo hunt.
Well, that's your business, Wyatt, but it's going to be pretty rough on Dodge. I guess me and the rest of the deputies will just have to turn in our stars.
Indeed, why?
The marshal keeps us alive, Mr. Kelly.
I can hire a dozen better marshals than you. I'll keep the peace in Dodge. I'll teach you you're no high monkey monk. Dodge can get along without you.
Well, I think it can, Mr. Kelly.
Gentlemen, your attention, please. My friends, I have big and important news for you. Wyatt Earp is leaving Dodge City. Our next mayor, the Honorable Jim Kelly, has forced him to quit before Election Day. That's now, boys, have a good time while I go and spread the news.
Now, if I can carry just 2 precincts, then there's the other side of the town vote. Well, I think I got a pretty good chance of getting...
Bad news, Slip. Wyatt Earp turned in his resignation.
Well, how did this happen?
That dirty double-crossing Kelly. He must have bought him off or something. And Hoke Smith has given Kelly full credit with the voters.
Well, there goes the election tomorrow. But it isn't going to be so bad. With this town running wide open, my place will be a ripping and a roaring. Yeah, Dodge City, wide open. Old Dodge.
Kelly's gone with it. No.
I told you. So help. I thank you.
Now, my friends, a great big hand for our new mayor, the Honorable Jim Kelly.
Thank you, my friends. I'm not going to make a speech. You heard enough of that gabble during the election. I just want to introduce to you Dodge City's new marshal, Mr. Dave Dorrell.
Howdy, folks. Mighty nice being here.
Oh, very well, Marshal.
Thank you.
Mr. Dorrell comes to Dodge after a fine career as a peace officer in Texas. I have assured him that he will have the full support of your mayor and the city council.
Spread the word around the cattle camps that Earp is leaving today. We can open up this town tonight any time after dark.
Well, I don't know, Slip. I think I better stick around till I see Earp leave with my own eyes.
Hello, Wyatt.
Hello, Judge.
I still don't understand what you're trying to prove.
Well, I want Mr. Kelly to learn that you can't compromise with hoodlums.
Look, Wyatt, you can't shrug off all the good work you've done here. What if everything breaks loose and Dorrell can't handle it?
Well, I'll be going along the Northwest Trace. Mr. Kelly asked me to come back in writing. Send a man after me. You really want to know why I'm quitting?
Yes, I do.
Well, I tell you. Every man gets to thinking he's indispensable. And I needed this to happen worse than Mr. Kelly. Good luck, Judge.
Good luck, Wyatt. Do me one last favor, will you? Don't leave Dodge by a side street. Go right down the main drag, will you?
Well, I hate goodbyes, but I sure owe you a favor. I'll be seeing you.
Here he comes.
What's better? Leave town?
Good riddance.
We hate to see you go, Marshal. We hate to see you go, Marshal. Come back and good luck, Marshal.
I'll be seeing you.
Happy journey, Marshal.
Well, you seen it with your own eyes. Go tell the cow camps they can tree Dodge tonight.
Yeah. Sure, Slip. I'll do that.
Move. Where do you think you're going?
You boys asking for trouble?
And who do you think you are?
My name is Dorrell, Dave Dorrell. I'm the new marshal here.
It is true they got rid of White.
And they hired me. Now, you boys go check your guns and cool off.
Get him up, Marshal. Get him up.
Give me those guns, Marshal. You don't need them.
You don't need the badge either.
Get him up on his feet here.
Let's get up. The boots you're trying to fill are mighty big for you. Now put him on that rig and get him out of town quick.
All right.
Get in there, Marshal. Get him out of town. Get him out. Go on. Get back on.
Glory be. Never mind that, Jim.
Just closing up. The new marshal, Mr. Darrow, will take care of those hoodlums.
Mr. Darrow won't take care of anything. They just drove him out of town. Come here. Now, you reappoint Wyatt as marshal. Ask him to come back at once.
No, Judge, never will I. 'Tis a matter of principle with...
Start writing. Those cowhands will have this place torn to pieces if you wait.
Well,
no argument. Write!
Open up, Mr. Kelly. You know who it is. Open up.
Judge Tobin made me send for you. It was none of my doing.
Look, there are a dozen cowhands across the line. They're heading this way.
Well, the boys are all friends of mine. I'll go have a talk to them.
Sure. Where's Dave Darrow? All his deputies.
I ain't saying. You want me to crawl and beg?
Mr. Kelly, I don't want nothing except a little sleep. Now you go on and talk to your friends.
Now, nothing too rough, fellas. We just want to have a little fun with his honor. Hey, Kelly, you in there?
Come on out, Kelly.
Hey, take a minute. Be careful. Don't break the door. We don't want to hurt him. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly, come on out.
My friends. Drunken hoodlums, every one of them. And that was Slip Madigan, sore-headed, because he ain't man.
Come on out.
That settles it. I'm going out there.
Johnny, you go out there with a gun, you're not going to last 2 minutes.
Well, I thought so. Trying to make me out a coward. Well, I ain't. You hear me? Stop that, you scum! I'm coming out!
Wait a minute. If you're going to go out there, at least take off your gun belt.
I'm the mayor of this town, and I'll have law and order. All right, Madigan, we'll settle this. I'm waiting, Slip.
No fight, Your Honor. Can't you take a joke?
'Tis no joke shooting up my store. I'm arresting all of you. Now get your hands up and head for jail. Well, anybody else want to try shooting it out with me? I'll pick up that man and take him along. Next time I have to shoot, I'll aim between the eyes. You're bluffers, all of you. Every scummy one of you. Never could stand up to a fearless man that knows how to shoot. Now pick up that man and take him along. Come on, all of you, move. Come on, both of you. Can I have any more of this?
Don't be a fool. It's Earp. Wyatt Earp.
Marshal, I want all of these men taken to jail.
Yes, sir, but I think you better give me your gun.
And I want these hoodlums prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And I'll back you to the last ditch.
Well, thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, Slip, what's the idea? I was told the boys had Dodge treed.
Why ain't the town wide open?
Take a look across the street.
Uh-oh. Sudden death on 2 feet. We was told Kelly fired him.
That dirty Irisher must have changed his mind after he got elected.
Jim, I hope you and Wyatt have got one thing settled between you. No man is indispensable, but a lot of men are awful hard to replace.
Replace Wyatt? That fine, brave church deacon of a man? I'd resign first.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Extra! All about Wyatt Earp and the Cattlemen's Convention.
Boy, over here. There you are. I'll take all of them.
Gosh, thanks!
Read this on page 1. Marshal Wyatt Earp has been invited to speak to the Cattlemen's Convention at the Opera House. How's that for a trap? If Earp doesn't show up, he's yellow. If he tries to make a speech, he's dead.
Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
The long feud between Texas cattlemen and the frontier Kansas cow towns was a projection of Civil War bitterness. The cattlemen hated Wyatt Earp because he was a Yankee from Illinois and because he was trying to tame Dodge City, the cowboy capital. And of all the schemes to get rid of Marshal Earp, the one cooked up by Lon Ashby was the most subtle and deadly.
Talk up, Gertie. What's the pitch?
Where's the money?
Explain a little first.
Well, you and Doc like Wyatt Earp, don't you? Lon Ashby and some of the cattlemen are digging his grave.
What do you mean?
Like I said, it ought to be worth $100, what I know.
All right. Half in advance. The other half if it looks honest.
They're planning to kill Earp.
How? Where?
Paid guns, dressed to look like ranchers.
Where?
During the convention, they figure Earp will visit the Opera House, just to see nobody's packing a gun, you know. They get him inside, see? Then they cut loose. But with 100 men inside, who can pick out the killers? Pretty crooked poker, isn't it?
Who told you?
Oh, gentleman friend of mine. I've got to respect his confidence.
All right. Here's the other 50. Your place clears 1,000 a night when good spenders are in town. Why do you take this chance for 100?
Well, let's just say I worship Mr. Earp from afar.
Thanks, Gertie.
A mess.
I don't like it, Wyatt.
Cheer up, pal. Maybe it'll be a quiet convention.
Yeah, they're acting too quiet.
Yeah.
We went through 4 saloons and the hotel bar. You never got cussed one time. You know, if it's all right with you, I'll make a tour below the line. Maybe somebody will tip me off.
No.
Well, why not, Wyatt?
Because, Hal, these aren't cowhands. Now, they each own spreads up to 10,000 head apiece. They all started from scratch after the war, and I don't want any cattleman to think that I'm a Yankee so-and-so that's envious of his success.
Well, they'll still hate you.
Maybe. But I can't do much about that except to show them that I don't hate them.
And if you won't talk to Wyatt, then it's up to me.
Katie, the deacon's got more sense than to walk into a convention hall half filled with cattlemen. I know I wouldn't do it.
Oh, yes, you would. If you thought somebody was aiming a gun at you. But Wyatt isn't like you. He enjoys life.
It's an odd taste.
And he likes and trusts people.
I've spoken to him rather sharply about that.
You are in a bad mood. Well, maybe Wyatt will listen to me. And believe me.
No. He might believe you, Katie. But he couldn't believe that Texans could be so sneaky. You send him a note, Katie. I'll do my best to disillusion Mr. Earp. I want the deacon to come to me. I'd sure like to know who's responsible for this Opera House ambush. Quite a test of courage. Imagine walking in there to spot a killer as he draws.
John, are you going to tell Wyatt? Or are you going to encourage him to throw his life away for what you men call bravery?
I'll tell him what Gertie said. The rest is up to him.
If anything happens to Wyatt, I'll leave you. Forever.
Katie, I couldn't buy my freedom with another man's life. Go send that note.
I want you men to understand the whole setup. You'll get only one chance, and I don't pay off for bungling. Now, there are just 4 ways that Earp can poke his nose in here. Alan, you sit back there and watch the main door. Curly, you sit over here on the side and watch the side entrance. Spence, Regan, you sit down here in front and watch the 2 side entrances to the stage. Now, remember, only a few of the delegates know about this. You'll leave your horses out in the alley. I'm counting on the surprise and general confusion. And no matter which one drops Earp, I expect the other 3 to stand off his deputies. I want you all out of town in 5 minutes.
I don't see how it can miss, Lon.
It better not miss. If it does, you'll be fighting Earp, Masterson, and his deputies all the way to Texas. Now, let's take a look at this floor.
That's Katie's story. And the convention opens tonight.
It's quite a temptation.
To do what?
To walk in there like they expect.
Don't be a fool. You wouldn't even get a fair shot.
No. Probably hit some poor cattleman, didn't know anything about it. Well, you thank Miss Kate for the tip.
Now, wait a minute. If you'd hold off a bit, I'll go in with you if I'm feeling a mite better.
Oh, I thought you were a Southerner, sir.
I am, sir. From Valdosta, Georgia. But there are a few Texans I don't like.
Well, I heard that, but I never did hear why.
I'll tell you why. They had a general by the name of Hood who went rampaging up into Tennessee and let Sherman take Atlanta. There was some who bragged that if Hood had been in Lee's place, we'd have won the war. I've killed a few who argued that way. Wyatt, wait till tomorrow, will you? Imagine ambushing a man in a theater. Every real Texan will pay his head bounty on those scoundrels.
Will you let me handle this, huh?
You going in there?
No, sir.
Not scared to go in there?
My common sense tells me it'd be just like you said, the fool's play.
The idea fascinates me.
Well, you get it out of your head. You lie back and rest, and I'll let you know how the sensible plan works out. Wait a minute.
Earp's been tipped off. Think you can take him out here?
Too many in the way. We'll try to sneak in by the side door.
All right.
Gentlemen, check your guns.
Why, sure. We came to this convention to talk about the hoof and mouth disease. You got it up?
Al, you...
Halt!
Lift him, fast. Take him!
Billy, get back there and watch those other men. This is Allen. Curly. Who are these other two?
This is a gunslinger by the name of Pete Spence. I never saw him before.
Doc McCarty will have to patch him up.
Hold it, mister. Why don't you go along with your friends? I don't know what you're talking about.
Marshal Erb, this is Lon Ashby, vice president of our association.
I don't care who he is. Are you trying to accuse me of rigging? You go hire some more guns.
Oh, he didn't.
You got the wrong man.
Marshal, you want to apologize. Mr. Ashby.
Shut up! I do no apologizing. You rig a smarter deal next time.
The marshal mistook me for someone else.
I'm going to tell Mayor Kelly about this.
Bill, give us a hand. Take him over the docks. Let's go.
Quiet. You didn't go inside, did you?
Well, they jumped us right out here. Stupidest stunt I ever saw.
Who rigged it?
Lon Ashby, I think.
I know Ashby. It doesn't sound like him.
Well, I might be mistaken.
He's a pretty smart man. Something must have gone wrong. What did you do?
Well, we were frisking all the delegates for the guns at the door.
That's what went wrong.
You ought to be in bed, Doc.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think you've heard the end of this Ashby situation.
Try that again.
Wyatt, how would you like to endanger your immortal soul by making a small bet? This idea is too good for Ashby to quit on.
Well, I'll risk betting you $1.
And your life? The next time they'll hide those guns in there. And they'll actually pressure you into going in after them.
You must be a mite drunk.
No, I'm not drunk, Wyatt, but I must say that the scheme fascinated me ever since Katie first told me about it. It shows imagination. It's a perfect trap. If Ashby handles it right the next time.
Yeah, well, there's one thing you forget. You know, I don't have to walk into that opera house.
You'll have to, Wyatt. Just wait.
Come on, I'll walk you back to the hotel. Morning, Mr. Mayor.
Have you seen the Globe?
No, sir.
Well, take a look at the front page.
Cattlemen invite Earp to address convention. Lon Ashby pleads for better understanding. Action follows gunfight at Opera House.
Well?
Why don't they just have me stand out in Front Street, put an apple on my head, and no guns?
You think it's a trap?
Mr. Kelly, 4 men cut loose at my deputies and me in front of the theater. Now, what do you think would happen if they lured us inside?
Hang it all. You realize what this does to us? This makes the cattlemen heroes. Big-hearted, generous, forgiving. They invite you to speak to them.
Sure. Some gunslinger takes careful aim in the audience. Mr. Kelly, I'd be an idiot to go in there.
Ashby's outsmarted us.
Well, let him crow. This time, I don't want to be brave.
Wyatt, the man from the Globe is here. I told him to wait outside. You were busy with the mayor. He wants an interview.
All right, I'll see him.
Well, I'm going. I'd lose my temper.
Come in, sir. Marshal Earp? I'm Clinton Collins of the Globe, assistant city editor.
Well, Globe's getting to be quite a paper. Sit down, sir.
Thank you.
Can I get you a cup of coffee?
No, thank you.
Now, Mr. Collins, what can I do for you?
Well, I suppose you read our story about the convention. Are you going to make a speech to the cattlemen?
No, Mr. Collins, I'm not.
Well, why is that, sir?
Well, to be frank about it, I think it'd be a waste of time. You see, those fellas know more about ranching and cattle than I do.
But Mr. Ashby said...
I was given to understand that this was to be sort of a peace meeting between you and the cattlemen. There's nothing to make peace about. Well, I thought there'd been rather strained relations between the marshal's office and the ranchers. Well, when they get too drunk or carry guns north of the line while we arrest them, but, well, that's nothing personal. We arrest anybody who breaks the law. Well, don't you think your refusal is a snub to the Cattlemen's Association? No, sir, I don't. I have the greatest admiration and respect for cowhands and their employers, and you can quote me as saying that. Oh, here's a pencil.
Thank you.
Anything else? No, sir.
Marshaller.
Yes, sir?
Well, last night there was a shooting affray in which you and your deputies wounded 4 men. Would that have anything to do with your decision not to appear before the convention?
No, Mr. Collins, you just tell your readers that I have nothing to say to the cattlemen that they don't already know.
Thanks, Marshal.
Not at all. Always glad to be of help.
John, now what's the matter?
That slicker Ashby invited Wyatt to address the convention.
Oh. Well, don't let it get you all upset. You had a bad night. They'll never fool Wyatt with that trick.
Take that stuff out of here. I want my regular breakfast.
Now, John, you drank a pint of whiskey before you finally went to sleep.
Get it out of here. There's a fresh bottle on the closet shelf.
I still don't see why you're all upset. Wyatt'll simply tell him that he's too busy to be making speeches.
And what'll them imitation Texans say about Wyatt? They'll say that he let them run it over him. That's what they'll say.
Now, John, you stay in bed.
Get me my bottle.
I will not.
All right, then I'll get it myself.
Let Ashby brag. What's the difference?
What's the difference? The difference is Wyatt Earp never backed out of a fight in his life, and neither have I.
You think it's brave to walk into a trap. Well, let me tell you, it's a lot braver to stay out of a trap.
Oh, trap, trap, trap. Yap, yap, yap.
You want to bet?
Bet on what?
$1,000 even money that Wyatt turns that invitation down.
Where'd you get $1,000?
Gambling at the Alhambra. Here, cover it. In cash.
What kind of a husband do you take me for? Taking my wife for a sucker bet. Where's my gun?
Now, John, you're too weak to hold a gun.
Oh, you most likely put it in the drawer as usual.
This isn't your fight. Why are you horning in?
Well, unless I can get Ashby to withdraw that invitation, I don't know what I'll do. I'll just make him do it. I'll make him withdraw it in the Globe, in the public.
Why? I just finished offering you a bet that Wyatt won't even show up at that place.
Kitty, I know Wyatt much better than you do. If I don't call off this Ashby, Wyatt will walk in there with a gun.
Wait a minute, here's your tie.
Thank you.
Oh, good morning, Judge. Morning. Go check the freight shipment.
Have you talked to Wyatt about this?
He says he won't go along with the play.
That's what he told a reporter for the Globe. I've just come from there. Mr. Lawson's agreed to hold up the statement.
Wyatt says they'll gun him right on the platform.
I just talked to Rance Turner and Tom Reeves and John Willoughby. They got real hostile when I questioned the motives of the cattlemen.
Wyatt thinks Lon Ashby rigged it.
What if he's wrong?
It's a tough corner, Judge.
The committee's asked me to appear with Wyatt and introduce him. Now, it doesn't seem logical that they'd be planning an assassination, does it?
Well,
I don't like to ask Wyatt to go against his better judgment, but on the other hand, we can't insult the town's best customers, can we?
not only that, if Wyatt don't show, word'll go around he's scared. We got the cowboys in pretty good order right now. But if they get the idea that...
If there's any trouble, I'll be right there alongside him.
True enough, but a crack shot could get him and not touch you.
Just doesn't seem like Wyatt. You suppose the job is breaking his nerve?
I do not. I think he's scared of risking gunplay in a crowded hall.
Well, I don't agree that there is much risk, and I think you ought to ask him to appear.
Well, that'd be an order. I can't do that.
I suppose he'd have the same viewpoint if I asked him.
Now, you better hide all 5 guns on the floor just in case we need them. Then slip out the back way. That ought to do it. Let's go.
Ashby. You carrying a gun?
Why, no, Doc. I heard you weren't feeling too well.
Pistol.
Oh, I'm Lon Ashby. Don't you remember me? Fort Worth, San Antonio.
I remember. Let's go.
You're joking, Doc. We were always friendly.
No. It's your joke, Lon. You invited Wyatt Earp to make a speech to that convention.
Oh, that. I was only teasing Earp.
You're a liar.
All right. I'll withdraw the invitation. You come along to the Globe with me, and I'll explain the whole business in print.
Wait a minute. Now, what are you going to explain in print?
Doc thought our invitation might embarrass you, so I agreed to go to the Globe and tell them the whole matter was a joke. You've a loyal friend in Doc.
Don't believe him, Wyatt. He's just
It's
trying...
my trouble. Thank you just the same. Now, Mr. Ashby, I told the Globe reporter that I wouldn't be coming to your meeting. But I've changed my mind.
Good. What time may we expect you, sir?
Anytime you say.
How about 2:15? I'll schedule your speech first. Oh, what will your subject matter be, Marshal Earp?
I think I'll talk about some illegitimate cattlemen I've known.
Very good. That should wake them up. See you at 2:15.
I spring the trap, and you said it again. I thought you enjoyed living.
Doc, you're under arrest. $25 fine at the jail. Come on.
You're a fool. In an hour or so, you'll be a dead fool.
Look, I had it all settled. I was willing to let them brag that they ran it over me, but I don't hide behind you or anybody else. Threatening Ashby with a gun. I suppose if I hadn't come along, you'd have marched him right over to the Globe office, huh? Now, what do you take me for?
A stiff-necked idiot.
You go on back to the hotel and go to bed where you belong. Now, what's funny?
My intuition. I told you last night that Ashby would pressure us into this.
Not us. Me. I owe you $1. I'll pay you later.
I'll take it out of this wire.
All right.
You know, he'll have men there to blast us. You know that, don't you?
Maybe not. Maybe it's a bluff.
You see, you do want to live, don't you? I don't care. Te mortuus salutamus Caesaram.
Doc, you stay out of this. I'm impounding your gun. You go on to bed. You look beat.
How do you feel?
Scared.
What? No heroic speech before they cut you down?
Look, will you get out of here?
You know, Wyatt, you're not so brave. It's no imagination. So long, Wyatt.
I don't know nothing more, Mrs. Halliday. What fun you don't. Where's John? And where's Wyatt? Talk!
Mr. Earp went to the Opera House.
He fell for their invitation.
Lon Ashby suckered him into making a speech.
Did John go with him?
Yes.
Brave men. A couple of stupid brats.
Thank you, gentlemen of the Cattlemen's Convention. This afternoon, we have invited Marshal Wyatt Earp to speak to us. We've extended this invitation to the Marshal as a gesture of goodwill, because we feel there should be no more misunderstanding between us and Marshal Earp. The association is greatly honored that the Marshal has consented to appear here this afternoon. But before turning the meeting over to him, I should like to remind you that we have many things on the docket to... Good old friend, Dr. John H. Holliday.
What's he doing?
Well, as I was...
Go ahead, Lon.
Well, as I was saying...
Anybody who moves gets it.
Now, most of you are honest men. Grab anybody with a gun. Sit down, Katie.
Now you listen to me. The whole caboodle of you are cowards. Wyatt came here because he was afraid of being called afraid. My husband came here because he wanted to slink out of life. And don't let me hear any bragging from the rest of you. The ones that didn't know this was a bushwhacking party didn't have the nerve to kick Lon Ashby out on general principles. Oh, you make me sick. All of you.
Wyatt, wait. I gotta have a drink. Medicine.
Oh, no. You go on home to Miss Kate.
Oh, no. You come with me.
All right. This is really going to take courage.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
All right, throw down the bank money. It's inside. Climb down. Open the door.
Drop that gun, Hammer.
One move and your driver's a dead man. Ah, no money box, I see. A nice trick if you got away with it, Earp. Remember, this man dies if you don't stay put. All right, close the door. Get back up there.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
He was between 35 and 40. Brown eyes, black vest and light shirt. He was wearing 2 guns with white handles. Initials on the handles. It looked like 3 H's. And his horse, well, he was a sort of a buckskin.
Well, that's a very good description. Now, tell me what happened.
Well, we were riding along, and all of a sudden, from nowhere...
I'll get brave, friend.
Don't worry.
Get on the ground, both of you.
Now listen, mister. All I've got in the world's in my pocket. You ain't going to take that.
Shut up and stand still. You, come here.
Please, I'm not a well man.
Bullet won't make you any healthier. Come here. Well, well, your watch and chain. Got any other jewelry? Rings? Stick pin?
No, that's all I've got.
All right. Get back in. Both of you. You too, my friend.
You mean you ain't gonna...
Rob you? Why should I? Only take from those who can afford it. From the looks of him, he's got plenty more.
He's a banker.
My favorite kind of customer. Get in, my friend. I don't bother working people. Get going.
Get ready.
Now, you say he didn't bother Mr. Parker or the driver,
No. Says he only robs the rich. Marshal, I'm willing to put up a reward for this man.
No, that won't be necessary, Mr. Sloan. We'll catch him if we can.
Well, I certainly hope you do.
Sound familiar?
Yeah, Henry Harrison Hammer, down Coffeyville way.
Yeah? The imitation Jesse James. Henry Harrison Hammer. There we are. 23 arrests for armed robbery, no convictions because of lack of evidence.
Because he robs the rich and spares the poor, just like Robin Hood.
Well, no, there's a difference. You know, Robin Hood used to steal from his rich enemies to give to his poor friends. This one robs just to help himself.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, it's my opinion that a thief will steal from anybody, rich or poor. Now, Mr. Hammer's reputation has been built carefully and with a purpose. Under the right circumstances, he'd rob a poor man, too.
Follow your best. Check these for me, will you, please?
Wait a minute. That's his horse. I'm sure it is. There he is. That's the man who robbed me.
I'll have to take you into custody, sir.
On what charge?
Suspicion of armed robbery.
That's ridiculous. Do I look like a robber?
Well, you do to Mr. Sloan. Let's go. Empty your pockets. Al. Your name?
Henry Harrison Hammer.
Occupation?
Businessman.
$677.
And 80 cents. You don't happen to have a watch?
No, I don't have a watch. Time means very little to me.
It's pretty obvious. He sold it someplace for about $50. That watch was worth over $200.
I've never seen this little man in my life, Marshal. What kind of a town is this, where a fat banker can accuse a complete stranger of robbery?
How'd you know he was a banker, Mr. Hammer?
Just a guess, Marshal.
Well, the court will convene at noon tomorrow. I'll make him comfortable in the meantime.
Yes, sir. This way.
He's the man. What nerve, making no attempt to disguise himself.
He does have nerve, and with good reason. He's had 23 arrests and no convictions.
Well, how can that be?
Lack of evidence. I'll see you in court tomorrow, sir.
Well, you certainly will. And then he said to the stagecoach driver, I don't bother working people.
Thank you, Mr. Sloan. Will the prisoner please stand? Is that the man?
It is.
Your Honor, this man is known to every law officer from Coffeyville North. He's a dangerous criminal, but he's never been convicted of a crime. But today, I think we have the witnesses that will convict him. I'd like to call Mr. Sam Landale to the stand. Thank you, Mr. Sloan. Yes.
Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Sit down.
Now, Mr. Landale, were you the driver of the regular stagecoach run the afternoon of August 25th?
Yep.
With Mr. Sloan and Mr. Limestone Parker as passengers?
Yep.
Would you recognize the man who held up the stage?
I don't know about that.
Will the prisoner rise? Is that the man?
I can't rightly say.
Now, Mr. Landale, Mr. Sloan testified that the robber spoke to you.
Might be he did.
What'd he say?
Well, I can't rightly remember. I was busy holding the horses.
All right. Your Honor, will you please instruct the prisoner to say the words, "I don't bother working people"?
Mr. Hammer, you will repeat those words.
I don't bother working people.
Now, does that sound like the voice of the man that robbed your stage?
I just can't rightly say.
You're obstructing justice, Mr. Landale, and I'm warning you that...
Marshal Earp. You know better than that.
Thank you, Mr. Landale. Will Mr. Limestone Parker please take the stand?
Raise your right hand. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I always do, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Parker. Now, will you please tell the court exactly what happened?
Well, sir, when this robber stopped the stagecoach and he ordered Mr. Sloan, the banker, and me to get out, then quicker than a flash, he found Mr. Sloan's fat wallet and his fancy gold watch, and he took them.
Did he take anything from you?
No. All I had was a little change for beans and bacon.
And would you recognize this robber if you saw him again?
I sure would.
Will the prisoner please rise? Is that the man?
No, sir. The robber was short and fat.
Limestone Parker, you're a liar. You know very well this man stole my money.
Order! Marshal Earp, in view of the conflicting testimony, there's nothing I can do but free the accused. Case dismissed for lack of evidence.
Your Honor, because this man supposedly robs only the rich, the people he leaves alone refuse to testify against him. Now, in my opinion...
Case dismissed!
Thanks kindly, Marshal.
Sign this receipt. The horse is outside, all saddled.
It's also kind of you, Marshal. But I don't think I'll be needing him for a while.
Yes, you will. You're leaving town.
Eventually, Marshal. Eventually. It's a nice town you have. Wonderful law enforcement. Man can feel safe here.
The minute Mr. Hammer steps out of line, I want to hear about it.
Right.
Call. Well, now, 3 queens. I'm afraid I have you beaten again, my friend. 3 aces. Drinks for all, bartender. Henry Hammer shares his good fortune.
You mean he's won every hand?
Oh, we might have lost a few. He's winning the big ones.
Without cheating?
Sure, he's not playing with kids, you know.
How much you figure he's won tonight?
$400 or $500. He just plays his cards right.
Plus the $630 or so he stole from Mr. Sloan. He's won about another 1,000 since he's been here. Well, so long as he's got money, he won't make a move. But it can't last forever.
Isn't it possible you're wrong about Hammer, Wyatt?
It's possible, but doubtful. You just keep watching.
Right.
Wilson?
Marshal Earth. Why, you were the first person I intended to look up.
Are you here on business?
Yes, sir. I am now representing a line of the finest kitchenware in the country. Could I interest you in some kitchenware, Marshal?
Well, I'm afraid not, Mr. Wilson.
Oh, then you're not married yet.
No, sir, not yet.
You should be. It's a wonderful life. Gives a man roots, you know. Quite different from the life I used to lead, remember?
I'll never forget. No, I'd say you were one of the most dishonest gamblers I ever met.
Do you know I haven't touched a deck of cards since Wichita?
No.
And I've never properly thanked you. I would have been killed, Marshal, if you hadn't intervened, and justifiably, too. I was cheating.
Well, I'm glad it turned out to be a good life for you, Mr. Wilson.
I hope I can repay you someday. Say, as a starter, how about having supper with me tonight?
Well, I'd be glad to, Mr. Wilson.
Fine. Where's a good place to eat?
Well, let's see. Well, how about the Alhambra? Say 8 o'clock?
Good. See you then.
Right, sir.
Good evening, gentlemen. Small drink before we start the game?
Good evening, Marshal. How are you tonight?
Offhand, I'd say that man was no friend, Marshal.
You're right.
Who is he?
His name is Henry Harrison Hammer. Did you ever hear of him?
I have, but I've forgotten in what connection. Tell me about him.
Let's wait till later in my office. Let's eat our dinner in peace, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's been going on for a whole week. He's been winning steadily.
Well, I just don't understand people like that driver in Limestone. What could he accomplish by lying in court?
It tickles him to see Mr. Hammer get away with robbing a banker.
And you believe he's just as much a danger to the poor as the rich, huh?
I think he'd steal from anybody.
The only way that could be proved would be if Mr. Hammer were broke. If he lost every dime he had.
Yeah, I know. There's very little chance of that happening.
Marshal, I see a golden opportunity to repay my great debt to you.
Oh, no, Mr. Wilson. No, I can't let you do that.
Can't stop a man from playing cards, Marshal.
But you just told me yourself you haven't gambled in years.
I proved to myself I don't have to gamble. I promise I'll never do it again after tonight.
Like I told you, he's lucky.
Please, Marshal, this is Dusty Wilson you're talking to. To quote you, one of the most dishonest gamblers I ever met. Don't worry, Marshal.
I bet $10.
I'll just see that. Cards?
2.
I think I'll just play these.
Check.
Check, huh? That'll just cost you $50, Mr. Hammer.
50. Never saw such luck in my life.
Would you care to continue tomorrow, sir? Perhaps your luck will change.
Now, give me the card.
Keep an eye on it.
Well, he cleaned out Mr. Hammer, Wyatt.
And so, Marshal, these old hands have never lost their charm.
Say, I was watching you pretty close. I never saw you cheat, did you?
Oh, please, no professional secrets.
There's almost $1,500 there.
Mr. Wilson, you're a genius, and I want to thank you.
Oh, no trouble at all, Marshal. Good day.
Say, wait a minute. Mr. Hammer is what I think he is. You're going to be the first victim. We both live in the same hotel. I don't want to use you as bait, Mr. Wilson. You've already done enough for us, and, well, I think you'll find ourselves most comfortable.
All right, but not a word of this to my family, huh?
No, sir. Now, Hammer's only other source of quick money will be the bank or the stagecoach. I want you to place 3 deputies in the bank.
All right. Now, you said the stagecoach. There's not always someone with money riding that.
I know. Mr. Sloan will make a shipment of bank funds to Wichita on the afternoon stage. At least I want you to spread that rumor around. Now, you watch Hammer yourself. If he leaves town, you follow him.
Where are you going to be?
I'll be inside the stagecoach. Come on, I'll make you comfortable.
All right. Throw down the bank money.
It's inside.
Climb down. Open the door.
Drop that gun, Hammer.
One move and your driver's a dead man. Ah, no money box, I see. A nice trick if you got away with it, Herb. Remember, this man dies if you don't stay put. All right, close the door. Get back up there.
What took you so long?
He's got a fast horse. He got away from me.
Keep on his trail. I'll be with you in a minute.
Hey, come on. Yeah.
Come on, give me a hand with the lead horse.
He's headed up toward Crow Hill.
That's a rough climb. Any other cabins up there besides Limestone Parkers?
Not that I know of.
Let's go.
Sure nobody can get up here without us hearing them?
Don't worry. You can hear anybody coming a quarter mile away.
Good. Got a nice, comfortable little place, Limestone.
Yeah, and you're welcome to hide out here just as long as you like, Henry. You know, it ain't every day that I have a celebrity visiting me.
Well, there's the cabin. Track's heading right for it. Don't see any other way to get there without making a racket. Let's move.
Listen. What did I tell you? Here. Get in here, quick. I'll handle everything.
The marshal.
Oh, the marshal. Oh, well, come right on in.
Hal, you wait out there for me. You live up here all alone, Limestone?
Yes, sir. I'm always alone.
Anybody been by here in the last couple of hours?
No, sir, not a soul, Marshal.
Are you aware that helping a criminal to escape is a serious offense?
Oh, sure. I know that, Marshal.
Well, I'm sorry to have troubled you.
Oh, it's no trouble at all, Marshal. Just drop by any time.
Thank you.
He's gone. Don't shoot, it's me.
Thanks, old friend.
You know, I ain't had such a laugh since that day in court. You know, when that old banker yelled at me, I was fit to bust.
You don't like bankers much, do you?
No, I don't trust them neither.
I feel the same way. I figure if a man can't take care of his money, he don't deserve to have it.
That's right. Now, you take me, for instance. I'm a thrifty man. I don't have much, but I don't need much. My life saving is just $320. You think I'd put that in that old man Sloan's bank? No, sir.
Where is it, Limestone?
Why? You don't want my money, Henry.
Oh, yes, I do. Now get it. And no tricks.
Oh, Henry.
Now step back.
I must be dreaming. I thought you said you only stole from the rich.
Nobody ever told him differently. And nobody will. Especially you.
Oh, now, please, please, I won't tell.
You might.
Marshal, he was going to kill me.
I know that, Limestone. What do you think about testifying against him now?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Hal. Patch him up. You know, you ought to keep that money in the bank.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I sure am glad you came back, Marshal. What made you do it?
You? You had the same twinkle in your eye when you lied on the witness stand.
Oh, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it.
Mr. Sloan, I have your money right here.
But you said he was stone broke when you arrested him.
Well, let's say he was relieved of his money by a method that I can't discuss. I think you had $630. I think you'll find it there in that package. How much would you say your watch was worth?
But there's a lot left. Was that all from Hammer?
Every nickel.
And the school fund can use it quite nicely. Mr. Wilson has refused any fee for his services.
School fund, eh? Well, why don't you keep that for the fund, Marshal? And here. Add this to it.
Well, thank you very much.
A bad fella.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Get those two Indians right here.
These the friends of Wyatt Earp?
Yeah, on their way to tell him all about us. That Earp's bad medicine, Roof. Maybe we ought to just scare those Cheyenne.
Cousin and brother don't scare. Roof's right. We'll have to kill him.
All right, stop the jabber. I hear him coming.
Scatter. Meet tonight in the camp.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Marshal Wyatt Earp's good friends were Mr. Cousin and Mr. Brother, Cheyenne Indians who had left their tribal group to serve as scouts for the Army and valued advisors to Marshal Earp. Wyatt has been much criticized for his strange variety of friends and his absolute loyalty to them. But friendship with Indians was beyond the pale. As Dodge City said in 1879, Injuns weren't even people.
Mr. Brother is dead.
But it looks like Mr. Cousin has a fair chance. I couldn't get much out of him, just that 4 men he didn't know ambushed them on the Nations Trail south of town.
You shouldn't try to rouse him or make him talk. He's got a bullet in the left lobe.
Can he make it?
Well, he's tough.
Take it easy, Mr. Cousin.
Mr. We tell Mr.
I'm right here.
Bad men, dry gulchers. They hold up a wagon train. We ride to tell you, then they shoot.
No more right now, Wyatt. Let him rest.
He's gonna need good nursing, Doc. If he asks about Mr. Brother, don't tell him. Just say that I'm gonna get every one of those men that dry gulched him.
Norton says there'll be talk about burying Mr. Brother in the new cemetery.
Well, let him talk. Have you had any report on a wagon train robbery recently?
Indian Bureau wagons carrying supplies to the Cheyenne reservation.
What gang did it?
Nothing on that. An Army detachment from Fort Sill was sent after him.
Mr. Cousin mentioned dry gulchers. Now, is that because they bushwhacked him and Mr. Brother, or is there an outfit called the Dry Gulchers?
That's a new name to me.
Al?
Yes, sir.
I want a day and night watch put on Mr. Cousin. Whoever bushwhacked him may come in and try to finish off the job.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Maybe a cold trail and a long one. You just arrange the guard.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. Mr. Brother was killed in Ford County, my jurisdiction.
He was shot after an Indian Bureau train was raided. That makes it a federal case. I'm still a U.S. Deputy Marshal, in case you've forgotten. Mr. Brother wasn't your friend.
Wyatt, you're my friend.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You, give Hal a hand. Any trouble breaks loose at the saloons.
Gets mighty lonesome on the trail between Dodge and Oklahoma Territory.
Well, you suit yourself. Got 4 men to catch, and I'm going to catch them.
Good, I need the exercise.
Howdy.
Howdy. Get down. Come in.
Thanks.
There's some hot grub there.
Thanks, Cookie.
Yeah, I'll pour you a cup of hot coffee here.
Right hospitable of you.
Well, it's the boss man's orders.
You heard driving into Dodge?
Yeah.
What's new in that dusty hole?
Oh, nothing I heard of. A couple of Indians got shot.
In Dodge?
No, somewhere south. One's dead and the other's being looked after by the doctor.
Why are they taking so much trouble with an engine?
Friend Wyatt Earp. I ain't got time to be answering no more questions. I got to get supper.
Sure. Thanks, Cookie.
All right, here's where it happened. Mr. Sandage had already picked him up when Joe and I happened along. We didn't wait to look for signs.
Four horses. Kansas horseshoes, wouldn't you say?
Not Texas shoes. Maybe Kansas or Missouri.
Now, this horse was shod cavalry style.
Cavalry toes. You know, it could be an Indian trader. A lot of them turned hoodlum when the army cleaned house and drove them from the forts. They all scattered, Wyatt.
One of them went south.
East and north over here. Well, which do we pick?
None of them. Let's try the cattle camps.
Wallace! Injuns! Injuns!
What about them?
War party at Cheyenne! I'm heading for Dodge.
You look like a road agent to me. Why didn't you stop him?
Maybe he was telling the truth.
Indian war party?
Probably reservation jumpers. Come on, let's get out of sight.
Oh.
Much blood here. It is true. Our friends are dead.
Young Wolf!
No. It is friend. Marshal Earp.
Bad news travels fast.
Both my tribal brothers dead?
No. Only Mr. Brother. Mr. Cousin badly wounded.
We Cheyenne take care of this.
No, young wolf. The Pony soldiers are after the white man who did it.
And so are we. You'd better get back to the reservation.
Sheriff Masterson is right.
Indian agent chief, let us go. Read this.
Same old story. Indian Bureau doesn't trust the Army. Young Wolf, we'll talk about this. According to the Indian Bureau, their names are Will Dade, Dick Averill,
Wait a
Sam...
minute. April with an I?
That's right. Sam Wilson, Ruth Prentice. That's the four of them. Call themselves the Dry Gulchers.
Any description?
Well, Mr. Delman says here that Texas Rangers may have a reward sheet on them.
Well, that's a big help to us right now.
Look, we didn't even have the names until now. At least that's something. You think Mr. Cousin can identify him?
No, they bushwhack him. My paper.
Young Wolf, may I give you some advice? Mr. Delman knows he hasn't got the authority to let you and your braves travel as a posse with guns. This paper merely says that you and your braves are going to meet the men named on agency business.
To hang them.
Sheriff Masterson and I will tend to that. Now, my advice is that you go back to the reservation.
No, we promised Chief Two Moon. White men die.
Young Wolf, they will die. I give you my word.
You have been good friend of Indian.
I have tried to be.
If we catch killers, I will send message to you. But you must let us watch them hang.
All right.
Run into that cavalry patrol somewhere.
They may find a gulch or two before it happens.
You reckon that fellow who was running for Dodge could be one of them?
Yeah, let's take a look along the trail.
cavalry shoes on his horse. We better get back to Dodge. That Gulcher might try to finish the job on Cousin.
Should have shot him when I had a chance. Next time you'll get it.
Wyatt, no killing. We need him to get to the others.
Yeah, you keep reminding me of that.
Sure you ain't being followed?
No, but we're in trouble. We didn't kill one of the engines. I'm not fooling. When they called Cousin, made it back into Dodge. I ran by Wyatt Earp and another John Law at the ambush. And to make matters worse, a passel of Cheyenne are trailing us.
That Cousin saw us. You've got to go into Dodge and get him.
All right.
Hold it. We'll trade horses.
What?
Those cavalry shoes.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We can't afford to make any more mistakes. As soon as you get into Dodge, buy some town clothes. Clean up. Get a shave. Here. Wear these specs.
Hey, where's Dick and Sam?
They're still circling. Haven't come in yet. We'll wait for you right here.
What about that Cheyenne?
Don't worry about them. We've backtracked through water at least 10 times. Anyway, they'd never believe we'd meet up so close to Dodge. You get in, finish your job, and get back here before midnight.
Oh, it's going to be later than that, Roof.
All right, then. Follow us on down to our camp on the Cimarron. Get going.
Well, his pulse is better, but I won't try to remove that slug. I wish someone could convince Wyatt that my office isn't a safe place for witnesses to a murder.
Mr. Earp said to take Cousin to his room as soon as he can stand the handling.
Not tonight. And I'm going to keep the doors locked.
Friend, is there a doctor in this town?
Why, sure, Doc McCarty. You ailing?
Yeah, I've got an ache.
Well, Doc's office is up Front Street near the Dodge Hotel.
Oh, yeah. Okay, thanks.
Who is it?
Wyatt. How is he?
Doc thinks he's holding his own.
Any strangers come in here to see Doc?
No, sir. He's a mite fidgety. He asked me to keep the shades drawn and the door locked.
Well, that's a good idea. We're going to have to shake down the town. You take the horse racks, I'll take the livery stable. Don't you let anybody in here unless Doc or you know him, huh?
Yes, sir. Who is it?
Doc.
Where's Mrs. Perkins?
She got scared and left. But Wyatt and Masterson were just here.
Why didn't they stay here?
They're searching the town, Doc, just in case.
Mister! That fellow walking across the street yonder. Hold it!
All right there.
What's happening here?
Take it.
Must be some mistake, Marshal.
Yeah? How'd you know I was a marshal? It's too dark to read my badge.
I call every officer a marshal, force of habit.
You do, huh? What's your name and where you from?
Walter Jones. I rode in from the Bar Q camp on Salt River.
Oh? Where's your horse?
At the hitch rack, found the Dodge Hotel.
Let's take a look.
That's my horse.
Did you fire those shots?
I don't know. I haven't found his 45 yet. Not cavalry shoes.
He looks something like the man who passed us on the trail.
Except he's had a shave and he's wearing different clothes.
Marshal, you've got me all wrong. I'm just a cowhand who came into Dodge for a good time.
Mm-hmm. These are just plain glass, mister.
That's right. I use them to keep dust out of my eyes.
No?
He's lying. We'll find the gun.
That's right. Come on, move, move.
What do you say?
All right. I go now.
No, cousin.
Mr. Cousin? Mr. Cousin, you know who I am?
Sure. Mr. Herb. I feel weak, bad.
Mr. Cousin, I want you to take a look at this man. Can you see him? Turn around there. You ever see him before?
No. Who is he?
The name is Walter Jones, Injun. Now, do you have any other bright ideas?
Doctor, there's an Army surgeon visiting Fort Dodge. Will Mr. Cousin be able to make that trip tomorrow?
Well, if he has a good night, it's possible.
One other point, Doctor. The Indians were bushwhacked by 4 men. Now, Mr. Cousin may have only seen 1 or 2 of them. This Dry Gulch is lucky.
Calling names now, Herb.
Don't beg for a licking, fella.
Just who's going to give me that? You?
Why'd you kill him?
Yeah, there's a law against that, isn't there? Well, you take him out to the edge of town and give him back his gun. And you, whatever your name is, you come back into Dodge again, I may have to break that law. I'll see you in my office later.
You'll see me later, too. Now you're begging to be dead. What are you trying to do, cheat an insurance company? Come on. Walter Jones is mighty sore at you.
That's good.
You picked the fight.
Yeah. And I want him to stay killing mad.
He's a bushwhacker, Wyatt.
One of the Dry Gulch Quartet.
You sure or guessing? Cousin couldn't identify him.
He was too interested when I asked the doc if I could take Mr. Cousin over to the Army surgeon at the fort. Well, I couldn't risk Mr. Cousin's life. He'd be aiming at him.
I got an idea. Dress me up like an Indian, and I can...
Wait a minute. The Opera House.
Huh?
Yeah, that's it. There's a Indian dummy over there. Backstage. They used it last year when Buffalo Bill had to strangle a wicked Apache in his show. Looks real lifelike, too.
One thing wrong with that. He might bushwhack the dummy and you.
Well, not with you and your deputies trailing. There's one more thing, and this is real important. Where do most of the decent Indian traders hang out?
Dunphy's Tavern in the county.
All right, fine. You send a man out there that can play a good drunk. You give him the names of Dade, Averill, Wilson, and Prentice. You tell him to spread the word around that they murdered Mr. Brother, and they're blaming it on other men, Indian traders.
What's that got to do with you making a target out of yourself in the morning?
One Dry Gulcher isn't enough. I want all 4 of them. 4.
Almost half after midnight. Can't wait for Dade no longer.
Maybe run into trouble.
Never saw no trouble that Dade couldn't squirm out of.
We'll scatter again. Wait for him down at the forks.
Good, the boys are in position. Here comes Wyatt. Move parallel and about 100 yards in front of him. In case Jones, or whatever his name is, makes his play and then tries to run.
You didn't kill him, huh?
No, I obeyed orders, Deacon.
Come on. Sit down over there. All right, now let's go over this again, huh? You still claim your name is Walter Jones and that you don't know a thing about the dry gulches, huh?
Yeah.
Why don't you turn him over to the Cheyenne, Wyatt? That'll make him talk.
Bluffers. So are you, Dade. You bushwhacked those Indians. His name is Will Dade. He rides with Prentice, Averill, and Wilson.
Ah, you loco Bates. I quit them 2 years ago.
Are you willing to swear that he's a dry gulcher?
I sure am.
Lock him up. Well, that's one of them.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Marshal Earp had left Dodge City to arrest a murderer in the Browns Hole country. Wyatt had hoped to get back before cow trail hoodlums could organize an attack on the town. But he had underestimated Curly Brocious and Johnny Ringgold, killers with a grudge against him and Dodge City.
Kelly! Come on out! We want to talk to you!
Why, those dirty...
They'll gun you, Jim.
We won't hurt you, Kelly. We want to make a deal with you.
I'll face them. Cover me. If they shoot, get Brocious and Ringgold. That's the least you can do.
right, I'm listening.
Come closer.
I'll do that, too. Well, what's the deal, Curly?
The boys want to set fire to this miserable town and watch it burn.
I'm still for that.
Hold your temper, Johnny. We're giving you a break.
Indeed. Name it.
You fire Earp, and in writing. And you post a bond with us to make sure you don't hire him again.
All right, I'll fire him.
Yeah, you say that now. We want 20,000 as a guarantee.
20,000? Why, this town can't raise that kind of money.
You're kind of stupid today, Mr. Kelly. When the bank burns, we're going to get more than 20,000.
I want to make this legal, Johnny. We don't rob the bank. You hand the money to us.
Or you burn the town. Well, give me half an hour.
10 minutes.
This man's gonna hang for murder. You pull him back there in the brush and hold him until I come back.
As Mr. Earp says, you turning me over to an engine? Why, he'd kill me for my boots.
He wouldn't touch you. There's a spur of the Santa Fe nearby. I'll try and find myself a hand car and go back into Dodge City.
Into Dodge City? Are you loco?
You got any better ideas, Mr. Gibbs?
Well, I sure have. Me and the mule are heading back to Utah.
Oh? I was gonna make you my chief deputy.
Me a Johnny Law? Ha!
Well, that 10 gauge of yours and those rifled slugs would be a revelation in Dodge City. I could use a cannon like that right now.
Well, I'm looking for peace, not trouble.
Well, then, Mr. Gibbs, I suggest you go back east and find yourself a nice, quiet little town. Good luck, Mr. Gibbs.
They're not fooling, Judge. I'm going down to the bank and get the money.
But it's plain extortion, Jim.
No, it's fire insurance.
Turn west. Can't do Earp no good now. Darn fool, he's just the same as dead.
No, west, Roscoe! West! You don't care nothing about Earp. This here trail into Dodge is just easier, that's all. All right, you go into Dodge. You'll get your dadgummed ears shot off. All right, you long-eared fool. If you want to go into Dodge, let's go. Ain't no time to waste. Get moving.
$19,500. 20,000. Count it.
Take it, Johnny. Now, where's the letter firing Earp?
Here. Now get your men out of town the way you agreed.
No, just a second, Kelly. You fire him, but you don't say why. Write that you're firing him because he's a coward and a thief, and he's got bad moral character.
Never will I. Wyatt deserved to be fired because he disobeyed my orders. But I won't write the man's a liar.
Well, that's just too bad, Mr. Kelly. You need to see a fire. We'll burn some shacks first, then you'll write what we want.
No. Without Earp to lead 'em, nobody'll fight.
Wonder who that could be.
I couldn't see.
Well, Curly said for us to keep everybody away from that depot. We got that ticket agent fella, but whoever that is might try telegraphing for help. Come on, let's take a look-see. Hey, look at that fire. Curly must have started burning the town.
Well, never mind that. Did the fellow who run in here have guns?
I don't know. I couldn't see that far. Watch yourself. Maybe he's in that baggage room. Take a look, see.
Depot! Circle him! Come on in there, if you ain't got a chance!
You stay here, Roscoe.
He's in the baggage room. Move it to the ticket office. It's Brady Wine! Shotgun Gibbs! In here, shotgun, I'll cover you. Baggage room.
We're kind of cornered in here, ain't we?
Oh, they're cornered. Come on. What's that door?
Rush it yourself, Johnny. They're blowing our boys to pieces now.
All right, I will.
This ain't a corner. I don't know corners.
How many shots you got left for that gun?
Fired 5, got 40 left.
Come on. Look. See that load and shoot over there?
Yep.
Well, it's made of 2x6s. Now, Ringgold, most of his men are hiding there.
Well, you know that's awful stupid of them. Because 2x6s don't mean nothing to us.
All right, now you drive them out of there. We can kick our way out of here, run back to the fence, cross the pens.
more boys.
Come on, shoot over their heads. Sure. But when we get to them pens, where we gonna be?
We'll be near Dutch Alley. Once we're there, we can fight our way house to house.
Commence firing?
Let them have it.
Boy, that is a cannon.
Yeah.
Come on.
Take it easy, John.
Come on.
Right down there. Ringo! Where's Earp? Did you let him get away? You hit Johnny?
Listen, they got a cannon. They just shot a big timber off and it hit Ringgold on the head.
Yeah, that cannon. Whew. Is Earp still in the depot? You better go and look, Curly. I don't feel good. Cannon, ah! We'll see about this. Help me get through Dutch Alley and into town.
Sure.
Be careful, though.
Go on, burn the whole place. Get it over with.
Heard I said to watch you. We'll go to the depot and see what's next.
Now you listen to me.
Shut up and keep moving. There, Kelly, over there.
Sound like Earp's bunt line. He can't be far away.
You're fired.
Fine, but right now, get down. He must be in the pens. I don't want any more talk about a cannon. We'll all search them pens. Now spread out.
Look, I want to make a run for Dutch Alley. They'll come after me. The two of you hide behind that feed bin over there. Now, as soon as they come into Dutch Alley after me, the two of you take off for that wagon where they put the guns. Here. Now, no more shooting. Been enough killing already. Let's go.
There he goes! Get him!
The guns are over on Front Street. We'll take the other alley to get over there.
You take care of that. I'm gonna help the marshal.
But Wyatt said for us.
Hush up. You go get them guns and enough brave men to use them.
No use hunting Earp through every rat hole in this town. It's just what he wants.
Ah, you're scared of Earp.
And so are you. Only I got sense enough to quit while I'm still ahead. Look, we got the 20,000. Let's get our horses, fire the town, and ride.
Yeah, we got the money. Get your horses. We're riding out.
Wyatt's back in town. Come out and fight. Get those horses off the street. Come on, boys. Come on and fight. Grab a gun from the wagon.
All right, come on. You men take cover.
It is her. The marshal's back in town. The marshal's back, boys.
Curly ordered his men to horseback. I'll be busting along here for a showdown. Here you go. Here.
Come on, man. Hold up at these buildings here. Keep yourself covered.
Shotgun, take these horses on down to Front Street. Let's go. Get in the back of them here.
right, boys. Throw fire into the main buildings this time. Come on!
Oh, come on up. Unhitch the wagon, Mr. Gibbs.
Some of you men give us a hand turning the wagon over.
Right on those.
Here, man. Right on this fast. All right, let's go. Come on. All right, hurry up here. Here we go. One, two, Robert, here we go.
Now remember, we want to take him alive. Shotgun, you hold your fire. There's been enough killing already.
That suits me. I'm had enough. Take that man up.
Hey, big fella, what'd you have in that cannon? Dynamite?
No. 10-gauge slugs is all. 50 grains of powder and about 3 or 4 ounces of lead.
Well, sure glad one of them things didn't hit me.
Mayor Kelly, Mr. Gibbs will help you take him in. I'm going to bring in Blackie Sanders.
You take care of him, Mr. Gibbs.
All right, hombres, move.
Wyatt.
Yeah?
I didn't mean what I said about you being fired.
Oh? Well, you try and persuade Mr. Gibbs to stay on here as my chief deputy, and I might consider being hired again as marshal.
What's so wonderful about Mr. Gibbs?
He likes peace, Mayor Kelly. Now, you try and talk him into staying here and fighting for it. Oh, and you be especially nice to his mule. His name is Roscoe.
Right, Mr. Earp. I see smoke. Hear guns from Dodge.
That gag looks too tight. You better take it off.
What are you trying to do, choke me to death?
That'll happen soon enough.
Mr. Shotgun, he leave you to fight alone?
No. I couldn't have done it without him.
He stay in Dodge and help you now?
Well, I'm not sure of that, Mr. Cousin. That's what fidgets me. Come on.
Big necktie party. I thought you said you were going to give me a trial.
They must be out of their minds. This is Shotgun's doing.
Here comes Earp. You better cut us down.
Earp don't go for this kind of rough stuff.
Hey, sir.
You all deserve a real hanging.
This your idea?
Yep. They call it sacking on Outlaw Trail.
Mr. Gibbs insisted, Wyatt. He said he wouldn't hire on as chief deputy unless he could sack him up.
Ain't no law that says we gotta be punished this way.
Well, I think it's a good idea. You got a star?
Yes.
Well, give it to me. Here you are, Mr. Chief Deputy.
Well, thank you, Marshal.
Well, Mr. Brocious, Mr. Ringel, I'd like to have you meet Blackie Saunders. He murders people in cold blood. When he swings, he won't be standing in a sack.
Man, a considerable force, that Marshal Earp. He's learned me what a peacemaker has to be.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক রূপ।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে। বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Cảnh vệ này, 3 cảnh vệ rồi, 4 cảnh vệ, cảnh vệ 2 luôn, còn biết tưởng ra cái gì á? Có cảnh vệ à? Ui, bài này đánh as cảnh vệ nhở? Hóa cung xanh à? Được phết. As cảnh vệ. Nó đi lướt này. Cảnh vệ rồi. Đánh chung bài 4 tranh. Cảnh vệ, as cảnh vệ thì sẽ là phần đâu rồi? What the hell? Catlin đâu? Đây. Đây. Thôi cái này sao mình nhớ mà. Kệ đi. Cứ cho cảnh vệ vào đã. Bùi gỡ, điểm bùi gỡ. Rồi, vừa đủ, vừa đẹp. Cung xanh này, vô cực rồi. Cung xanh vô cực với cả cuồng đao à? Dấu có cuồng đao, xít qua. Chắc là chim quá rồi, chắc thế. 82 máu à? Trốn nhỉ? chốt chồn đấy. Mình sẽ lái cái này trước. Ok. Tốc độ cao đét. Ok được rồi. Cảnh vậy con nhà đánh sự danh hóa này nó đấy át à. Chưa ai cái quả át à, cái đứng lắc. Này cũng không phải thôi, không ai át mình. Lụng. Nissan luôn mà gì à? Xin ra chơi. Lắp đồ xin ra tạm đi. Xin là ra tỷ đấu sĩ này. Mình đánh thì nhầm, trở thành đấu sĩ tiếp và ra 1 tỷ đấy. Đấu sĩ ạ, quỷ đéo chịu được mà anh đã stop rồi, có thể không? Anh nhầm tí nó xóa, ha ha, tí thầy nhót này mà bình tĩnh tự tin và tự tin bình.
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে, কথা বলতে বলতে, কখন যেন হলে আমার। জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার। ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম। গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের নাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংস গুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে, ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন।
Thằng này chết. Đéo gì nhỉ? Thế này thì vẫn thua. Ai trời ơi. À đây 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 đây. Đây đây chiếc này thì theo sẽ vài cái phút, sẽ vài cái phút. Không sao thầy ơi. Phải bỏ 2 con ngoan gì đấy không thua mất. 15 máu thôi, đánh đổi rồi. Con 3 rồi. Đánh đổi rồi. AC1 chiếc AC2 là bên rồi. Hàng từ hàng tông người ta chưa chịu vậy. Làm trên của nó này. Đấy vẫn khỏe, vẫn khỏe. Kéo thua rồi, thua. Vẫn khỏe. Không yếu đâu. Để đấy. Ông hai cái đéo rồi ơi, đéo chết. Ông hai mà không chết vậy. Áo nó. Bài đét. Ui, ông không chết lại. What the hell? Ô, ấn pháp sư. Cái cả một cái bút dòng ông hai không chết. Chuồn tỏ. Nghe. Top 6. Chat game. Vừa chat game. Có 2-3 bật tiền, 2-3 điểm thì mất hết điểm. Ba lát. Được. Nên đủ tiền lên 5 sơn nhỉ. Nếu sắp 2 lần nữa. Mà khoảng bao nhiêu? Khoảng là tầm.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমার মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম, ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি একটু উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার, ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে। ম্যাডাম, আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Mày Mày huyết kiểu với thầy ơi. Tôi huyết kiểu sự bình chilling ấy. Kia ai cầm kiếm này. Cái đem máu này. Kia ai cầm kiếm này. Rồi. Thằng lấy rồi. Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không?
tranh mày tranh với tao. Nhiều record á. 233 vòng. Mình bắt đầu bây giờ. Nhà báo á. Mày cũng chưa đi 30% hả? 20%. Kiếp quỷ à? 100 không? 110 à? Kiểu tầm 5. Ủa? Để cho được 5 bay cho mình. Cái mình lại ai mày người vào nè rồi cuối cùng tại wow một tỷ lắm 50 rồi khoảng là bao nhiêu nhỉ? 2,4 à? 5 thì bỏ 250. Đủ. Mày được không? Mày ghê 250 đúng không? Năm nay của ông thầy 29 này 12, 3, 4, 6, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 6, 7, 8, 29, 3, 5, 6, 6, 3, 7, 8, 40 à? 90, 40 à? 98 à? 98 ai? Phải bay một phân rồi. What the hell?
দরকার পড়লে একটা রিকশাওয়ালাকে বিয়ে করবো, তারপর তোকে বিয়ে করতে
তুমি যদি মরে যাও আমি তোমাকেই বিয়ে করব।
দেখো বিয়ে এত সোজা।
আমার 5টা কন্ডিশন।
কয়টা?
5টা।
আমি সিআইডি সাফায়েত রমরাজন।
স্যার এটা তো ভোটার আইডি কার্ড স্যার।
বাড়িতেই করবেন নাকি হোটেলে?
না আপনি যেমনটা ভাবছেন বিষয়টা তা না আসলে।
হ্যাঁ আপনি তো করবেন।
তোমাকে দিয়ে হবে না, আমি জানতাম। শুধু সময় নষ্ট করো না।
ভাই আপনি তো অনন্ত দলিল না যে অসম্ভবকে সম্ভব করে আপনার কাজ।
জিমি
কি হচ্ছে?
আচ্ছা
আঙ্গের একদম বইরা দিমু যাচ্ছে সব বাইট কর।
শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে
ভাই যে বয়সে মানুষ গার্লফ্রেন্ডের কামড় খায় সে বয়সে আপনি কুত্তার কামড় খেয়ে হাসপাতালে ভর্তি হয়েছেন।
Anh nhà thế chữ đi me thằng choao. Ai à? Rồi sao ta? Ông Vũ rồi ông mày ông Vũ. Chắc là mày rồi. Mua cái gì mua nicho. Mua nicho đi quát á. Em mua cái gì? Đi mua đi xong mất trả tiền. Từ qua giờ anh thấy nó toàn là thằng này các anh em một trực tiếp rồi. Ông Thì mai là check biết lại là thấy đang đúng xoáy đúng không? Mày đi. Ra rồi. Phải không? Được, người ta có lòng trọng đấy, người số phát có nhót nhìn lên được xong. Nghe đi. Xong rồi cháu Nam. Đây, tao tắt chân cái đấy rồi, tao tắt chân cái đấy rồi, tao nhớ đây rồi. Mà tao tắt từ đâu? Tao ấn tao nhớ nghe gì? Đây là 36 à? Ai vào? Nó không tắt à? Không tắt à? Tao từ nãy giờ mà. Tắt à? Tắt tiếng của nó đi được. Đánh xong quá đi. Cái cài đến ao trên người xuống cài vào Discord xong. Phải quá xịn xịn mới đá được cái nữa. Còn chốt tin nhắn rồi đúng rồi. Thế thôi không kéo dọc cái mà tin nhắn mà kéo lên thì tin nhắn rồi rút nhắn là cái nó từng mất luôn này. Livestream này, không chỉ livestream tắt rồi. Đàn nhung lúc lôi tay trước này. Chắc gào. Nhưng mà vậy. Có một bài chỉ tay trước rồi luôn vào hết cả hai cái bicep luôn, cả bicep luôn, cả hai luôn. Vào cả hai cái bicep, hai cái bicep luôn. Chuẩn em rồi. Tập lưng này cứ ra ngồi cái máy thôi, hai cái máy đấu ngang đấu dọc xong. Gì im. Ông kia bảo vẫn là chỉ biết ngồi chơi game. calo. Bằng calo ấy, duy trì thì cân bằng calo. Còn đâu mày muốn thêm chất gì thì mày phải xem chất các thứ cơ, xem đồ ăn các thứ cơ. Đâu không thì cân đủ calo được. Thì ăn cái gì được, không phải ăn cái gì cũng được để nó vân vặt, nhưng mà phải lượng calo vào đấy trong ngày thôi, đừng có ăn quá. Cái là có giới hạn không, ăn cái gì cũng được nhưng mà thế là phải vừa thôi. Biết cho người ta của anh, biết vào tuần của anh, biết của anh chi liệt sự treo rồi à, không à, không. Có phép đánh này, có phép đánh như vượn nên phép chạy nhảy linh tinh này. Phép nó nhảy nhót lên. Với cả lúc mày kéo cam ra xa xa ấy, cái tiền đấy nó chia hết thằng nhân vật rồi. Đó. Quay ra đấy và ra đấy là quay biết, nhưng mà phần sẽ còn tầm một nửa, tao còn một nửa. Cũng sắp xong rồi. 100. Xong được qua. Tuần 2 tuần thừa. Bây giờ mà tao chỉ quay 5 ngày nhưng cũng đâu được nghe, tao cũng lừa ít quay. Cũng đã lừa mất mấy ngày. Lâu ngày hôm nay 10 tiếng, hồi trước là thế đấy, kia đợt trước làm mỗi ngày 10 tiếng đấy. Có đợt mà treo cái Autify chưa buồn nói rồi, tao tận Autify. Nhưng mà bữa nhỉ, cả không mấy ông anh ấy đang làm xong thì không thẳng với đánh game nữa, có anh game bữa cái đó gì, đây là không phải bị bắt bậy công ty đấy, bữa ấy. Sao nói gì khổ anh khổ. Mọi người chơi còn anh không chơi, người chơi không ai không biết và anh không chơi. Yes. Anh mà phỏng vấn đứa nào hỏi anh thấy bảo là thái độ làm việc của phòng anh nhìn good. Yes. Kinh vậy, chào. Tôi muốn cục vô. Đây lại của nhất xong rồi xả luôn. Thôi đánh này. Thằng nào càng nhiều nắm càng nhiều phần trăm càng to. Bây giờ có một thằng một thằng của đông môn nó bán hết đi FPT à. Chú Hoàng làm tiếng thôi. Ô đồ bên này đâu hết rồi làm. quá. Giờ phải cỡ người đấy.